If your automated strategy dashboard says plus 30,000, the first move is not to celebrate. The first move is to interrogate it, because a big number can hide one market doing all the work, one route quietly leaking, or one session window that only looked good because the sample was lucky. So in this video, I am starting with the result first. This is the part everybody wants to screenshot: the dashboard, the win rate, the drawdown, the expectancy, and the profit factor. Before I care about the profit number, I want to know if the result is durable. The first thing I want to know is whether the winners are paying enough to justify the losers. Then, I want to know what carried it. If NQ is doing the heavy lifting and ES is dragging the whole system down, I do not want one blended stat lying to me. That is where the review starts. So now I rewind to how the data got here. The alert cannot just be a random message flying into the app. I need a clean listener, a route that knows what strategy sent the alert, and a destination group that says which accounts are allowed to receive it. This is where the webhook endpoint lives. It is not the exciting part of the video, but it is the part that keeps the review from becoming a mess. Then I want a destination. One strategy route, one controlled account group, not every account I've connected. Then I check the route. Target position is not the same thing as delta order behavior, and that matters when a strategy flips, reduces, or exits. Finally, I check the message template. The payload needs to name the route, the symbol, the side, the quantity, and the signal ID. Clean data in is what makes useful review possible later. After the route is real, I go to one day instead of staring at the whole week. I want to see one session because a green week can still contain bad behavior. Did the strategy trade inside the window? Did it overfire? Did one bad market condition create most of the noise? This is where the review becomes less emotional. If the note says the open was choppy, I can compare that note to the trades instead of pretending the P&L is the whole story. Then I compare that to the trades from the day. If the system took normal trades during a bad tape, fine. If it kept firing when it should have stood down, that is not bad luck. That is a rule to inspect. Then I go back to the numbers with a better question. This is the cheat code part, but not because it magically makes the strategy profitable. It is the cheat code because it stops me from guessing. I am looking at expectancy, profit factor, drawdown, average win, and average loss together. Win rate alone is not enough. If the winners are small and the losers are oversized, that system is fragile no matter how pretty the win rate looks. In this demo, NQ OpenDrive is doing most of the work while ES Reclaim is weaker. That is a real decision point. I do not need to rebuild everything. I need to protect the route that is working and tighten the route that is not. That is a research question, not a panic button. The trade log is where the story either holds up or falls apart. I want the rows, not the vibe. Winners, losers, account, quantity, open time, close time, fees, everything. If a strategy looks strong in summary but the rows show one lucky outlier, I want to know that now. Then I open one receipt. This is where the automation stops being abstract. Now I can see the entry, the exit, the duration, the fees, and the chart context in one place. If the trade lost money but followed the model, I do not punish it. If the trade made money but entered late or held into the wrong window, I still write that down. Good review is not green equals good and red equals bad. Good review is asking whether the trade matched the system. The final step is what turns this into an operating process. This is where I turn the review into a playbook decision. NQ can stay active because the data is still supporting the idea. ES needs tighter confirmation or smaller size until it proves itself. That is the whole point. So the real cheat code is not the alert. It is not the entry. It is having a place where the route, the result, the receipt, and the next decision all live together. If this helped, subscribe. The next videos will go deeper into building a repeatable review process inside Vantage.